Totally forgetting about his stepson Rollo, and boy, does that negligence cost him a whole lot. Yeah, Cleveland isn't winning any Father of the Year award anytime soon. In the episode of Fat and Wet, Cleveland impulsively decides to buy a swimming pool. The only justification I can give this is that maybe he was going through a midlife crisis. He shows off the new pool he bought, but things spell trouble with Rollo and gets it.
Rollo, what did I tell you about getting too close to this pool? Calm down, Donna. The boy's just trying to have some fun. Don't tell me to calm down. I told you I think this pool is dangerous. It's like now we've got smoke loaded guns in the house.
Okay, it's nice to know that someone has tried talking sense to Cleveland, but let's be real, it's Cleveland we're talking about. Listening to advice isn't exactly his strong suit. When Donna heads out, she gives Cleveland very clear instructions.
Will you keep an eye on Rollo while he's in the store? Make sure he stays out of the pool. Cleveland, do you hear me?
Donna isn't the answer. The dude is all relaxed and chilling with his floaties. She leaves, and of course, it doesn't take long for disaster to strike.
Oh, he sees an opening and he takes off.
That's not the worst part.
Oh my God,
You're doing a season of The Bachelor? Dude, what is wrong with you? Kids just dropped up right next to you.
all those body surfaces back to the top of the pool and Cleveland, you think that's where he finally realized what happened. Well,
Shaped like a dead cat. Oh, Angel, oh, can you hear me? Oh, God, if you die, I'll never get laid again.
Cleveland tries all he can to bring Rollo back.
Should have done this before the plunger.
You think? All of his methods fail, so he goes for a final option.
I gotta bury the body. Even better. Ronald, are you okay?
He might be, but not you, Cleveland. You need some mental health. Along with me. Rollo is just happy to be alive and wants to tell Donna all about Cleveland being a hero, but not so fast, kiddo.
Well, if your mother finds out you were running around this pool, boy, will she be mad. And you. She might even ban you from the pool completely. A hero and a genius.
Well, what can I say? This hero and genius would be charged with negligence and child endangerment. This is for failure to act in a responsible manner when he was supposed to be supervising Rollo. He'd be facing 2 years imprisonment and a fine of $10,000. And that's how we're starting this video off. As we go on, the crimes get worse and worse. Cleveland then absolutely messes up when he decides to teach Junior how to be a tough kid. A lesson that goes horribly wrong. So skip day. Junior is given an award for being the only student to show up in school on skip day. That should be a mark of academic seriousness, and any parent should be proud. Well, not when that parent is Cleveland.
Look, Junior, you know I think you're a great kid. Right, but if you want other people to respect you, you can't always blindly follow the rules. Well, if you want any real friends, you better start standing up to authority.
And so, Cleveland's twisted way of parenting decides to tutor Junior on how to become tougher.
I want you to be a renegade. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Don't say okay to everything.
Sorry.
And don't say sorry all the time. Oh, forget it. Just go to bed.
Of course, Junior is struggling to keep up, and Cleveland, his patience is running thin, decides to speed up his son's learning process.
Here, chug this beer.
I'm not 21. Plus, I'm on medication that should be mixed with alcohol. But if you say so.
And I'm face palming so hard right now. Who do I even blame? Cleveland being such a jerk of dad or Junior having no spine of his own. But whose fault is that? Junior gulps the beer and surprise, surprise, he ends up in a hospital bed.
Sorry, we did all we could. Here's this.
Please don't say me.
Yeah, oh, bless.
Cleveland will be facing charges for child endangerment again, or reckless endangerment for knowingly giving his son something that could harm him, especially since it resulted in hospitalization. The penalty for child endangerment will have him paying a fine of $10,000 and 2 years imprisonment. But for also supplying a minor with alcohol, he'll be facing another fine of $5,000 and a year behind bars. So in total, that's 3 years and $15K. In the episode Field of Streams, Cleveland takes things way too far by breaking into the school to steal back his old jersey. That's right, he risks a felony charge all for a dusty piece of fabric. Cleveland decides to visit his alma mater to only be disappointed by what he finds.
Look at this place. Bleachers are covered with racist, occasionally hilarious graffiti. The team didn't even play on this mess.
Oh, there is no team. When Wally became principal, he disbanded the baseball program.
For someone who was the school's baseball star at the time, he decides to do something his son is
Ollie, the school needs a baseball team. What if we raise some money before the season starts?
Why not? I'd love to see you raise $5 grand in a week.
And at this point, I gotta ask, does Cleveland really care about the baseball, or is it just for his ego? Anyways, I'm pretty sure the saying goes, put your money where your heart is, so Cleveland decides to raise money.
We raised $422 and we're on the way.
You're doing town, and that me up. Let's go. Thankfully, Terry comes through with a check for $120,000. The money speeds things up a bit, and the field is ready. Now Cleveland steps in and says, you know, inside the house, join the baseball team. But his son is not the athletic type.
Daddy, I'm sorry for different after school activity.
Freaking nerd, dap me up. There it is. As if having his son sign up for math club wasn't bad enough for his pride, Cleveland runs into his former coach.
Oh, see, you're still a fan of the chewing tobacco? What are you doing back in town, you big-headed SOB? Believe it or not, Ralph is still his coach. My son, the math club. And you're still sitting there blubbering in your beer? Well, not now. What kind of coach are you?
The meeting moves Cleveland, and he decides to convince Junior to sign up.
That's Cleveland Brown Jr. wearing the original jersey his father made famous. After 25 years, Hot Brown number 9 is back at the plate.
I just noticed the disaster waiting to happen. The jersey of the single player, like number 9, is a hot brown mess.
Brown number 9 makes you hate the game itself.
The Growlers should retire that jersey again.
They brought it back! This is what happens when you force kids to do stuff they're not anymore. And so to prevent his legacy from getting shredded too, Cleveland decides to step in.
Dad's jersey. Someone stole my dad's jersey.
Someone. It's the security footage should answer all your questions.
He steals his own jersey back from his kid. Brother, that's just despicable. And worst of all, Junior gets to watch him do this on the security tape.
Hey, what are you watching? The Cleveland show?
Was it really worth it? The legal trouble Cleveland's going to be dealing with is not cheap. For breaking and entering, he'll be facing 1 year in jail and a $4,000 fine. Then, for stealing the jersey, which is basically theft, he'll also get 3 years behind bars and a fine of $2,500. Add it all up, Cleveland will be facing 4 years in prison and $6,500 for a jersey. That is mind-boggling. Next up on the list is Cleveland's many, many moments of public indecency. Sure, most of the time it's not exactly his fault. His house just keeps getting wrecked by its terrible neighbors. What the hell? No.
Hey, Peter, can you blow that towel right down here? Thank you. No. I gotta stop taking my baths during Peter's shenanigans.
But there's also the time he got fired for having a tiny, weeny part of his junk showing below his postal shorts uniform.
Oh yeah, that's a half-stroke bad dangle angle right there.
No. The whole town seen it.
That was on the episode of Shit's Code. Peter in the gang tried raising money to help Jerome pay for his surgery after an accident got him in a wheelchair. So the gang gets together on a conference call and comes up with an idea.
You know, the local firehouse made a sexy men in uniform calendar, and it raised. Don't tell me that I heard not all 12 of those guys.
Who would we tell that to?
I don't know.
Not a bad idea. You know, when Quagmire thinks something is not a bad idea, better watch out, disaster's brewing. You guys decide to run a photo shoot for the uniform calendar. Cleveland is a little too excited for the role.
Here we go. Now throw that bad boy on film. Hi, you're a natural. You're like Giselle, Beyonce, and Naomi Campbell all in one.
The post-Cleveland strikes are so over the top, even Quagmire's left raising an eyebrow.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this, okay? Get my house assessed.
The photos get published and the money is raised to help Jerome, but there's one small hiccup. His photo gets a little more attention than others.
No. The whole town seen it.
Yeah, Mr. Brown. Larry Bird ought to be diving here any second, because that's a loose ball.
And then he gets the boat at work.
Do you have a problem with the carrying capacity of your standard issue S1104 canvas satchel?
No, sir.
I see. So then why, may I ask, do you feel the need to carry around an extra?
But this incident is nothing compared to the time Cleveland scarred Formula Stewie for life. It was great.
Oh, dude, you're covered in my hot tea. You can wash yourself off in the way inclusive.
Doing this in a public restroom? Now that's beyond just being illegal. Ever heard of a motel, dude? Poor Stewie didn't just see something he'll never forget. He also had to hear it.
I could just wash it off when I get home. Why? What's in there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no! You're covered in my hot tea. You can wash yourself off in the way.
Since there's no sign of sexual abuse, I'll go ahead and get rid of it for you. Since there's no sign of sexual abuse.
Come on, dude, you're only making things worse. But not.
Thank you for playing Super Red versus Blue. Now, if you could just go ahead and hit that recommend button, I'd really appreciate it. If you're enjoying this game, do yourself a favor and hit that favorite button.
Get my hands on the parenting book that suggested turning your kids into criminal accomplices was a good idea. Now, if this is a one-time thing, maybe I will get an But no, this man commits to the bit. Now, what was someone's house. 10 years and $75,000 for that. Total 15 years in prison, $75,000. It's maybe stick with solid.
I don't want to bother you, but can you do me a favor and hit that favorite button? I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Water's getting colder, I'm in the ocean swim. Water's getting colder, I'm in the ocean swim. What?
meantime, do me a favor and hit that recommend button. Thank you.
What? Yeah?
You know what would be awesome? If you hit the recommend button and share this map with your friends. Thank you.
Supply drop arrives in 60 seconds.